everybody, how you guys doing out there today? Welcome back to another episode of Halloween at the Manor. So this is going to be our haunt update video number 13. Basically this week I didn't do a lot. I did make a couple of things here and there. This guy is one of them. We did finally get the roof on the walkthrough, and I will show you that. And we did do some smaller things in the walkthrough as well that I'll show you. But before I get to all that, I really want to thank you guys for getting us to over 1,000 subscribers. I think as of this morning, we were at 1,050 subscribers. That's like absolutely amazing. I never thought we would get that. I think right before Halloween, right before I started doing building for this year, we were at like around 500. So we basically like doubled our subscribers in like the last 3 months, and just want to thank you guys so much for that. But anyway, why don't we go ahead, we'll take a look at some of the things I got done this week, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. So let's go. All right, guys, a couple of small things I got done this week. Honestly, I really didn't do too much this week so far. I kind of rebuilt this this walkthrough, this sign, this little thing here. I had something similar to last year for our carnival, but I ended up taking it apart and then rebuilding it again. Basically just put this haunted walkthrough sign on there. I painted it, just kind of dragged my fingers on it to make it look like it was kind of bloody coming down, and I put this cool winged reaper on there. I think that's pretty cool. Another thing I got done too is I did make this little section of fencing here. I mentioned it in a previous video that I wanted to do this to kind of encase this whole area here, so I did do that. I put these styrofoam skulls on the fence, which I think looks really good. And the last little thing I did was I put up this this chain fencing here. We got this chain with the skulls on it many years ago at Home Depot. So basically I just put this chain fencing up here so that it shows people to go directly to here and go into the walkthrough. All right, guys, so the bigger project that I did with this week is I made a coffin to be used with our prop, Lord Doconovar. We did a review on him, I think, last year, and we got him from Spirit Halloween. Now, this prop is actually an upside down prop. He has a hook at the bottom of him so you can hang him upside down so he looks like a bat. But I wanted to make him upright, so what I had to do was his torso area and his lower body are basically just like one gigantic pillow, and he just crumbles. So what I did was when I built this coffin, I just added a wood shelf here, and he's basically just sitting on that. And then what I had to do is to keep him from falling forward, this stuff that wraps around him, that's supposed to look like his wings, is just made of like felt. I just screwed this into the back of the coffin here to keep him upright so he doesn't tip forward. Another thing I did too was I added these pods in here so that this can change color and they're battery operated. When we put him in the haunt, we're going to go with red, but there is one on each side. And I did have him in here the other night, and he looks really cool. And basically what we're trying to do is when people walk by with the motion sensor, he'll go off and hopefully give somebody a scare. But the coffin overall is a 6 foot tall coffin. It is 20 inches in length, and then it is I think it's about 9 inches wide. It's not a very big coffin because he's not a very thick or big prop. He's actually, I think, only like 4 feet tall. So this just makes him look more imposing. Now, as far as materials go, I've been using just whatever I used before on other things on my other projects this year. So I used like the 2x2 furring strips to build the frame, and then basically just covered that with that thin plywood that I like to use that I get from Lowe's. And I did add some 1 by 4 inch trim around here just to make it a little bit nicer. But other than that, I didn't do anything as far as like filling screw holes or filling seams. I don't know if I'm gonna have room for this guy after Halloween is over, so I may end up having to take this apart. But anyway, this is probably the bigger project that I did this week. So why don't we go ahead, we'll take a walk down to the walkthrough and we'll show you what we did in there the last couple of days. All right, guys, so like I did mention, we did get the roof on this thing, and so far so good. It's actually a windy day out today, and this thing really isn't moving. I do want to thank 2 of our subscribers, Salem's Haunted House and I believe it's the house on Ranch Drive. Both of those subscribers gave me the idea to use basically use plastic washers to add to the frame here so that the sheeting holds on better. However, I couldn't find like a big pack, so what I ended up doing is the house on Ranch Drive subscriber actually said to just cut like 1 by 1 inch pieces of plastic from like a milk jug or an iced tea jug, and that's what I did to keep this roof on. And I did that the whole way around and even on the top as well. So hopefully this thing will last for the next two weeks and a couple of days till Halloween gets here. So why don't we go and we'll take a look at what we did in the walkthrough here. Now I did have, this is the middle of the day, so there is we do have the lights on in here. We did add some creepy cloth here, and I did bring in some of the props as well. Since we have the roof on it now, we can kind of start getting the things in here and getting them out of the garage so I have more room to work. But we added creepy cloth here on all of the rafters. I don't have any of the lamps on, but these guys look kind of cool. I did turn them to kind of face the people, which I think looks really awesome. So we had the creepy cloth here. We do not have the widow in here yet. She'll probably go in later on. And then when we come to this row here, it's kind of hard to see, but I did add creepy cloth here too, all over the walls. We come around here, and this looks awesome here. So we added the creepy cloth all over this as well. And we do have the vampire props in here too. And I know you guys seen this stuff already. Right behind this guy here is where Lord Doc Conovar is going to go. So he's going to go right here when people walk through. And again, we did add some more creepy cloth over here where the corpse woman is. Just kind of used like a white and did that. And then finally we added some more creepy cloth down here as well, and basically put it all over the walls and kind of just angling down too. So that's just kind of what we did this week. We didn't do too much in here. The roof, getting the roof on was major, so now we can kind of start doing more things inside here, bringing in more props and stuff like that. So that's definitely cool. We did run out of creepy cloth, so I might go get some more, but I don't even know if it's necessary because you really can't see it too well. So I might just leave it as it is and just kind of go from here. But this is where we're at right now with, I guess, like I said, 2 weeks left. So I think we're in a really good position, really good spot with this haunt, with this walkthrough. And now it's just a matter of, you know, kind of beefing it up a little bit. I'd like to maybe try to figure out if I can get some more scares in here and things like that. Yeah, overall, I think this thing is shaping up really well. We did test out some music this week. Vanessa got this CD off of Amazon, and I paired it up with my MP3 player, so we had that going in here the other night too. So I think this thing is shaping up pretty well. And like I said, the roof we put on here doesn't really make that much of a difference without having a roof. But what's cool is that, like, right now it's during the day, and at least this row in particular is like really dark, so that when trick-or-treat starts at like 6 o'clock around here, which is usually light, so at least kids and the adults will kind of get some kind of feeling of being in the dark and kind of get that spooky vibe in here with the roof on. But yeah, overall, so far I'm pretty happy with the way everything's going, and just got to keep plugging along to the next 2 weeks and a couple of days till the big day.